Do it again.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So let's do it again. Welcome everyone to our meeting of March 29th for MicroProfile marketing. Again, just for the record, remember to put your name under contributors here. If you're on this call, put your name here. Preferably one name at the line, but that's fine. All right, let's jump in. I think we have quite a bit of things to go through, so let's go right into the budget, I guess, right? Or what do we go through the Excel sheet and just show some responsibilities and everything like we did last time?
Rustam, let's do that when we are giving our retrospective of onboarding you.
Sounds
and that will be one of the last. Let's do that as the last topic so that we can show how anyone here can participate and become a steward of a monthly steward of these calls and the work done, so that things don't fall into the ground, right? So let's do that at the end of the call, like 5 minutes before.
So then we do the marketing, budget first. And then before we do that, I can just say that I'm working on a document. I will put more stuff in it. And I've done lots of mistakes, so you don't have to. So, you know. All right. Amelia, you want to take away the budget discussion or?
Yes, this one is super quick. Can you open the link?
Yes.
And we're not going to go through the minutia of it. It's just
this leads to Gmail. Is that correct?
Yes. And it doesn't open anything like blank
Gmail. It just goes into Gmail. So the link, can you update the link, please? Oh yeah, that's a link to your Gmail email.
Okay. So I'm sorry about that. Let me go into that. Let's go to the next topic then, because then I had the wrong. I was sending those emails last Friday, and clearly I messed up.
All right. I guess the next one is also, well, there is no name on it, but I suppose, I don't know, you're the right person, or there is someone else that wants to talk about CN4J Alliance and MicroProfile?
I will, Tetiana, do you want to own this? Many of us are working on this. We had the call last week. Tetiana, do you want to own a quick update? It's not to do the working here, but just say that there are many tasks. Do you want to own it?
Well, I can say a few words as far as I remember from the last call and from what I saw in the presentation that we had. There are still some edits required, and among them, these are like work on the graphics and on the logos depicted of the representatives. I'm not sure if it's Ryan who is working on that, because there was discussion that we need to have like some joint slides with some company logos and stack logos who are representing Jakarta E, and then who are representing MicroProfile, and in the middle who are representing both sides. Also there needed some updates on the table with APIs and details about, again, some technical stuff that is interconnected and that is separate inside Jakarta E and MicroProfile.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Anything
there was,
else?
Yeah, sorry, this is John. Yeah, there was also, I think that I might have mentioned it, but some, discussion on the messaging and how to position MicroProfile with Jakarta EE. And we don't have to, again, discuss that here. This is a status. So that's just an action item that we have to kind of clarify that.
Yeah, there was some finalizing on the messaging, also discussion about whether we need to have some differentiators highlighted, or just the some stuff that is interconnect both sides. So some discussion on that still going on. But as far as I understand from what we have right now, like the most active part that we need to do right now, and that is clear, that we need to have those logos of the companies, and we need to have that table updated, and then more or less it will be ready, and maybe just like light editing on the messaging, like final review, and that's it.
That's a wonderful update. A few of you here were on that call, and there is work to do. There is the Giddy shoe. There is the Giddy shoe, and we have, I think, 2 more weeks. But I think there is going to be one extra meeting. That meeting is going to go through media push, and everyone has access to the documents that are public edits. So anyone can help, but please use suggested edits. That is what Tetiana didn't say, but has it been fun, Tetiana, because you have been working on it from the beginning? So are you, Rustam, since we open it to the public? What's your intake on that one? Being able to work on it in the public?
Was you asking me or you asking Tatiana?
Both of you.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fine for me. I mean, I think it's good. Just people. It's a good idea to remember to use the suggestion mode, and apart from that, I think that's totally cool. But
yeah,
I think
leave the comments, just like to have not all people make edits, but maybe several people just like make edits, not to have a mess in the messaging, but like use comments or suggestions. And the only question right now that I have is who is working on these updates on the graphics? Is it Ryan?
I remember it was Ryan last time, but he can confirm himself.
Yes, Tommy Tribe is owning the Venn diagrams. We will do the work this week.
Okay.
Ryan, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. It just hasn't started yet. So.
Yeah, we haven't started, but we will start this week. We own all the Venn diagrams.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Tatiana. Sorry. All right. Anything else to share, or should we go back to the budget?
I wasn't able to update for some reason. My Mac is. I am in the patio. My Mac is not giving me the bandwidth. What I need to the link I want to share is the one that went to the community forum that updates, that gives the update to the 1,200 plus microprofilers or subscribers on the mailing list, and it states that anyone who worked
in this chat, Amelia, and someone can paste it in there.
Oh, that would be great.
If you can do that, I will pick it up from there.
Yeah, can someone give me the link? And then I don't have, for some reason, I can't access.
Oh, well, you can't. Okay, I thought you had the link.
I cannot access it.
There's no point of giving you the link to give it back to us.
Yeah,
I can share it on the. If you share it in the chat, I can open it in the window. If you and then show it to everyone.
John, maybe you know which one I'm talking about. While someone finds that, I can't.
Do you mean about the link to the presentation of this budget, or to the messaging, to the email?
Message, to the message in Google. It contains everything.
Because I found the presentation, but the message.
Oh yeah, you can add it here too. We need the Google.
Okay, I will.
I'll dig it up.
We need both.
I sent the presentation in the chat.
Okay, I will open it here.
And apologies, everyone. And thanks so much for checking the links. I should have checked them, but it was a Friday. No excuses here.
All right. Thank you for advertisement.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So this is the presentation.
So we're not going to go through these. I recommend all of you who might not have helped on the creation of the 2021 program plan. If you want to help on direct how the money will be spent in 2021 to match the budget, to match the plan, please watch the video recording on when the budget was introduced by the EMO. EMO is the Eclipse Organization Management. They help with this kind of thing. This was the first budget created for the MicroProfile working group, and that is why Paul and Sharon, who are part of the EMO, helped create it. They surprised us, but it was a good surprise. And now we have a few things to discuss in the budget. So to enable anyone to help, you need to watch the recording or at least listen to it, because some questions were asked there. There are $40,000 that were assigned to trademark, but many of you already are helping with the trademarks. We have stated that we will not pay $40,000 for trademark work. Most of the work will be done by this community. So if we add about maybe 30, I'm not sure, from the available budget, it's going to leave us with much more money to be spent on community initiatives.
Well, so, to be more specific, by the way, it's not that we didn't say we weren't going to pay $40,000. I think what we're going to do is kind of itemize the things that we were going to do
Yeah.
And that may impact the $40,000. So just a heads up on that.
Yes, John, that is great. I say no, but you see, communication, kinder way to explain it here, John, right? It's not that we said no, we will do our work, and then whatever we cannot do, we will ask for that kind of service and we will pay for it. Yes. So let's move to the next topic. Questions about this, because we have new microprofilers onboarding. Do you have questions about this?
Not from my side yet, but it probably will be some, but that time will probably come a bit later.
Well, I think one thing that we have to do is discuss maybe the actions that we would like to take as a marketing group that would impact the budget, and at some point propose it to the steering committee, right? Yes. So whether it's virtual conferences, we can do our own virtual conferences, sponsor other conferences, go on down the list, right? So at some point, we should have that conversation within this team.
Yes, and John, the idea is that everyone from in this call can check the budget, spend a few days figuring out, we have this much, and this is the program. We could spend, and this is all the items. We could spend 10,000 in t-shirts, because you will, if you're doing something, you might want a t-shirt and logos, right? Or a hoodie, like I'm wearing a hoodie on purpose today, right? It has MicroProfile, but it's the old hoodie, the one that we created at the beginning of the creation of the project, right? So we want to know from those ones that are behind the push of MicroProfile, what would you like to get? To say thank you, that you love the technology. You are not only a user, but a creator and also a contributor, right? So we want to know, how will you like to be thanked? And that is the only way we can get that, is by everyone thinking, this is so cool. What about X, right? So in 1 week, my suggestion is that we go this week and think about this. And though we don't do this often, I was going to send a message to the community saying, let's have a call for budget for the marketing side next Monday. And I was going to send that to the community, but we're here. How do we feel about having a 1 hour only in budget that we can talk about these things, no distractions?
Sounds good. Should we do like a Google form or something before that, so people can send in their suggestions if they want to?
Yes, that's the plan. Yes.
Perfect.
What are others thinking about this? How will you like to work on providing feedback based on the program plan, right? Things in there, it cannot go out of a scope. It must be contained there. We need to give you time to review the program plan. What do you think if you have not seen it? How much time do you need? 3 days, 4 days? Is next Monday okay?
Where is the program plan so I can show it? Okay, there it is, right? So it's on here, and I'll just show it on a screen just so people see it.
Yep. There you go.
So I guess the presentation is the thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that's the one. So it's like 12 slides. So it's not that many slides, but there's quite a bit of a text. So it's but I don't think, at least on my side, it probably should be enough with a day or two. But what the rest of you think? To go through this stuff, but then we probably,
well, it would be, I mean, strictly on the marketing goals. So what might make sense, again, I'm just trying to watch the clock, and I'm not sure what else that we want to cover on the agenda, but I like the idea of posting to the Google group, the marketing group, a message, have the thread there with some ideas, bring it to the next call. But if we do start a Google group conversation, let's post a link to that conversation in the meeting minutes.
Correct.
Yep. Sounds good.
And also, I want to hear from others who have not seen this program plan. This call is not going to be to walk you through it. And then next Monday, should we go into this budget call? We need to do that. We have no option. It's not going to be to handhold you, to explain to you stuff. You can bring the questions to the forum, ask X, Y, and Z. But the call is going to be, how do we distribute this money we have left, right?
Rustam, can you share this link on the chat?
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, it is added into the Google forum. that is missing from the, so all of it give you the information. That message give you all the information you need. This is why it's very important.
Just so that I understand correctly. So once we share this project plan to maybe newcomers or maybe other people, we want to give some time for us to think about the plan and come up with ways to implement it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not, let me correct you there. It's not about giving time. It's about making everyone aware that we must start working on the budget. The program plan was approved March 4th. We have had it public and it's added to the MicroProfile working group page for everyone to see. The thing is that we have not distributed the money yet because we only just got the draft and now it's public.
So the question here, as far as I understand, the question here from guys is what is the expectation? For example, we shared this presentation to the MicroProfilers, all MicroProfilers. They reviewed it, they read it. Okay, so what we are waiting, what kind of steps, what actions we are waiting from people after reviewing this presentation?
We want to distribute, I think there's I don't remember exactly the amount, plus 30,000. Rustam, can you go back into the...
Here?
No, go back into the presentation and I will show you what we have available to spend. Not the presentation. This is not the presentation. We need the budget.
Oh, this one. No,
yes.
This
Yeah,
one.
that's it.
Go to page.
Scroll down.
There.
You'll see a big table.
There.
Oh, there it is.
So 2020 is spent all in my paying things for the onboarding of MicroProfile to the working group, to the Clips Foundation. We didn't get anything. The next one, 5. This one, we have 100. Click on the. We have a 119,000. Using this link, I added the link. This is where we're going to do the work. If you check, there are tabs, and it needs to tell you how to distribute. Clearly, 100,019, whatever it is. We need to do some math changing because we're not paying for the fees for this year. But there is money for the marketing side and all the things we wanted to do available. Let's go back into the presentation and I'll show you how much.
Yeah, there's a slide that has the breakdown. I mean, let's just expedite things. Let's just go to the dollar value of the marketing budget. There you go. There.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so we have at the moment, it says here 36,000 for the advertisement, whatever it is called, proposed expenses. But we said no to compatibility and branding 40,000. That is going to go, anything we save, I imagine it's going to be at $30,000. It's going to go back to make the 36,000 be close to 70. And that is the money we need to distribute. And it goes distributed to not only these items, these are suggestions, but it can be distributed to clearly giveaways and events. We have the champions, MicroProfile champions that we need to create. All of it is part of how we will wish to distribute the money.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is kind of worldwide, right?
Yes.
I mean, the pizzas and everything, this kind of things are worldwide.
Worldwide. It covers everyone. That's a, Tatiana, do you get it?
Yep.
And I'll say that the $70,000 number is, I think, a bit aggressive, to be honest. I mean, what we have right now is 36,000 as it relates to really looks mostly marketing. There's some things there around content, well, around the website and stuff that may or may not, right? Like hosting MicroProfile.io should probably come out of that budget now. So I just thought I'd put that out there. And I mean, your point is valid in that, you know, we might have additional funds. I think what we should do is during the next call, have an agenda that basically discusses, let's assume 36,000, prioritize it. And for other things, you know, maybe we'll have some additional funds for some things that weren't necessarily in the top of the priority list, but other things as well.
You're correct, John. I call that buffer for the proposed expenses, buffer.
And do we have this data for the previous year? Like what expenses for what specifically was spent last year?
We didn't have the working group last year, so some some members just paid out of their own pockets. Like we, I'm not going to go into details, but this is clear. Tommy Try pays for the WordPress and Amazon EC2, and we do this kind of things. And now that we have the budget and we can transfer the expenses to the working group, we're happy to do that. We have not started because we need to adjust and qualify all the stuff, right? Like in distributed equally. So
if we have like, I don't know if it's too much or too less, but if we have some budget for meetups, do we have a plan to like come up with some sort of a conference for MicroProfiles, like just fully dedicated MicroProfile day, talking about different streams, different projects, and we can do it all online, right?
yes, we can do it all online, and that is the call that we need to talk about. How do we do it? And we have the Atlanta Jack that has thrown the best conference thus far this year that I have seen. And
definitely,
yeah. So let's. I wanna not cut the conversation, but I will take the task on sending the document saying, hey, next Monday let's have a special call, and this is what we're going to talk about, so that all these questions can happen. We cannot use this call for that work. This is an update call.
Right.
The budget is so important.
Right.
And we want to make sure that when you check it, when you check the link of the Google Voice, the Google message, that you are, I was there. I think I get it. Is that enough? Can we move to the next topic?
Yeah, I think it's good. I have one question that.
I apologize. Who's going to schedule that meeting in the calendar?
I will.
Okay, thank you.
Quick question. This money that we got this year, is it some kind of, I mean, it might be just good idea to keep in back of the heads. Is it something that like one-time thing, or we can expect something along those lines every year?
Every year, if we increase memberships, it increases, and then maybe we can lower the fees. It's always a decision to be taken by the steering committee. We want to make sure that the access to the working group is available to all. And not only that, that if you're a JAG especially and you want to help, you have access to do so.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
The same with an implementator or tool creators.
Perfect.
We want to mix a very diverse mix, but you cannot take anyone for granted. Someone can say, I don't get the value of the working group. I am leaving. And that is a fantastic feedback for us as a community. We want that feedback to be given, hopefully in the open, but that is for a future conversation. Clearly, you can always ask those questions, especially in the community call. But can we move to the next question? Because we have a lot to talk about.
Let's go to the next one. Thanks, Tetiana, for adding this. That's a very good thing that you do that. All right, so then we go to the next bullet point that has a 1 in it.
It's already done. It's already done. We talked about this.
Okay, we did that. We need to, there you go. Okay, so Tadeo, the document of the Spanish version of the.
Yes, it's a paper, a white paper about the microprofile in microservice. It's a Spanish version of the. Yeah. I took about 3 or 4 documents from English in translating, adapt to Spanish. But the question I have is necessary to put something like logos or of microprofile in the document, or the format is okay for you?
How do we call you, Julian? And welcome to this call. You are Julian Tadeo. What is your preferred name?
I prefer Tadeo, but it's my nickname in Twitter.
Nice.
So we call you Tadeo. Okay, thank you for coming, Tadeo. So Rustam, can you go down on this ticket and let us find the document? Oh, you went too fast. We want to find the document.
Let me see. There, no, that's calendar.
No, not there. There.
This, I think, right?
Yes. So Tadeo has written, I think it's a thesis, it's a research document. And yeah, so he has to, can you make it larger? And it's in Spanish, so only Spanish speakers can help review this. I started by showing him how there was some information that was incorrect, and that is what created for us to do the microprofile facts or trivia document that I showed on the last call. Tadeo, don't worry about anything that is about logos. The moment, what we need you to do at the moment is review what has been placed on page number 1, and then a few resources have been provided to you, like facts of MicroProfile. We want to make sure that the review is done first, and then we can deal with anything else. We can, if the document is yours, so you don't have to match any trademarks. Like if we want to add the logos, that would be fantastic. But we don't have to. What we care about is that the document is as true as possible, right?
Okay.
So do you see? And
Yes, yes.
it means that you need to use the issue, the Git issue, and follow up with the resources provided to you. And then I only did a review for 1 page, but we have many other Spanish speaking. We have Emerson, we have Cesar, we have a few other microprofilers that can help you with the review. I only did page 1 and not even complete. You just have to start, and you haven't, because I see you haven't checked this. Are you enabled now to know exactly what to do?
At this moment, I will begin to check all the recommendations this week, but because last week I was very busy, and then this week in my country is a holiday, and then I will work in that things.
And one thing, Tadeo, you don't have to explain yourself why there is a delay. You're doing this because you want to bring to the Spanish-speaking community the technology and explain what it is. You're using Quarkus and explaining all of it, including the code in Spanish. This is wonderful for the community. Whatever you need and support, you have it with us. This is what we do it. The only requirement is that you use the tools we provide, and that you are as candid as using also the microprofile marketing to say, hey, you guys, I'm stuck. I need help on this. You have published the document, so it's already public. We just need to fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I'm going to kind of be clock person again. I know it's not the meeting that I run, but I'm just going to help manage the clock. We're about halfway through.
It's a good thing that you do.
Totally.
All right. I think let's jump on to the next issue. But if you have any questions or anything, Tadeo, just feel free to ping us on the issue. I keep calling that thing for Jira. It's not. It's GitHub. But you know, old habits die hard. All right. Okay. Then let's go to this one. The Ryan. Presenter support. Is there anything that we need to discuss, or do you want to share anything with this issue?
You could just, if you want to click on the latest link, I believe it's
somewhere at the bottom, I guess. No, not yet.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an updated link at the bottom, or maybe no.
This one. Seems like that's the only link that
Whatever
you
one's
post.
the next one. There you go.
All right, loading.
So what this is I made a large presentation template with many different layouts and styles, but everything is aligned and colors are aligned with my MicroProfile. Obviously, if you see certain ones that have pictures on it, you would replace it with yours. There's some simple pages with bullet points, 2 columns, some with icons, some with not, tables, timelines. If you go down here to the darker on the bottom, you'll just find resources. You'll find all colors, different icons you can use, different maps you can use. Some are more, I'd say, more useful than others, but it's a resource I had, so I just put everything.
That's fantastic.
So you're able to copy paste whatever you want to make a presentation and try to follow the standards. It's to guide you. You know, everyone's going to put code snippets and do their own thing, but at least they can kind of follow the same fonts and same colors, and you have such a large amount of layouts that when you're putting together a presentation, at least this is what I do. I build in a separate one if I have to use a template, and then I see kind of how it lays out, and then I bring it into the template that it should match up with. But I do that because I'm a designer, and
no, but that's really good, and it's really well made. I mean, I think many people, at least I recognize a lot of things that you typically expect in the template, and it's really great. It's just it's amazing.
Go up a little bit more. Do you see the MicroProfile logos number 28?
Give me a sec there. Yeah.
Here you have links to the drive, and then also a link to, you can just copy paste these anywhere you want. You have a link also to the group, working group members logos. It's on the drive. So if for some reason you need this, here's the color codes.
Nice.
Which you can also find on the website, and the font if you need it. But it's a Google font, so if you're using Google Slides, you know, they'll be active.
Well, that's great. I use those partner presentation partner logos myself in the presentation, and usually I just copy paste them from the web page, but no more. Now I can actually do it properly.
Well, and also we updated all the logos with the registration mark, so no more trademark. So from now on, you know, it's the latest updated logo everywhere, and it's been updated on the drive. So if you need the logos from anywhere, you'll find them in the branding section on the MicroProfile website, and all the logos there are updated, or this link right here on this page.
You mean this little R thingy, right?
Yeah, it's not much. You don't see, I mean, on smaller sizes, you can't tell the difference almost between the trademark and the, so.
No, but it's good to know, and it's great.
Is it going to be also on the website, added to the website?
Excuse me?
What about this presentation, this template? Is it going to be added to the website as well?
Yeah, we'll add a link. I didn't add it yet because it was just a couple more tweaks, but I think it's pretty much done.
Yeah, it seems to me really good.
And then we'll add it to the MicroProfile resources, branding resources.
Perfect.
I want to say, like, Emily was part of the helping on this with feedback. Thank you so much, Emily. That was so nice. Someone else also helped on this. So Ryan, you've done a fantastic job. Ryan is going to add it to the MicroProfile resources. And as soon as that is done, he's going to close the tickets, send it to the community forum to inform every speaker, every presenter that we have a formal MicroProfile slides that is already on their website and ready to use. So that is the task that he will do following up this presentation, this call. So that's it. It's fantastic, right?
Fantastic. All right, then let's jump into, we have a little bit more than 20 minutes left of scheduled time. So trying to push forward unless there's anything else. No, 1 goes, 2 goes, 3, no, okay. Solved. So the next one is the Spanish version of the program plan slide deck. Any Emerson, do you want to share any updates on this one if necessary? Anything?
No, I did just a moment ago some adjustments based on the original one. I think I add the logo, I add some line at the footer and some stuff. I put some comments in the new ticket. I noticed that we moved from the Eclipse repository to the working group. So I copied the links to have the links in somewhere. But yeah, I think it's done. So any comments are welcome. Somebody wanna say anything? I think that a good idea is move to the Ryan templates, since I did all by hand, but I can do that as well.
Sounds great.
Emerson, we're done with the translations, correct? Are you waiting for anything? Yeah. Because if we're done, we can move it to the external drive and have it there, and it's already added into the working group page in the website. But if we are done, the last thing we needed to do was add a high mark that says trademark Eclipse Foundation. Did you do that? And if you didn't, let us know, and then we can help you.
Yeah, I did in the first and the last page, but I know it's also in every page in the other one. So I guess I should add to the 30 pages, and that will be ready to move to the.
Okay. Once you are done, let us know and we move it. Done. This is a fantastic job as well. Everyone here, are you understanding? If you speak a language and it's not Spanish or English, and you would like to translate something to facilitate contribution and distribute in a better form MicroProfile and what we do and why we do it, can help with translations. Everything helps. Thank you so much. Like, it's just amazing.
Fantastic
Leadership on that, Emerson.
Thank you very much. In regards to that, I have one question. Since I'm kind of noob, I can ask all the stupid questions so others can follow and ask all the other questions they might be afraid of asking. They shouldn't be, but in case. So question is, I see that some issues are kind of translated from the marketing repository to working group repository. What is, like, can you do like one sentence in like when that happens and when should we do that? The others who, like, like the rule of thumb in one sentence.
Can you go back to the agenda? As part of the agenda, the update you are asking. Go down. Thank you so much for sharing. Down.
Even more.
We have
okay, of course, yes.
Not the completed tickets.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, there's here in one of these parts, it says that last week on the MicroProfile community call, it was decided that all work done in the working group will be using the MicroProfile working group repo. That means that anyone can become a member. You don't have to be a committer, and you will be able to contribute to those tickets. It means that you can assign yourself and assign others that are members to any of the tickets. So we did that. It was decided last Tuesday, but a formal letter or message has not been sent yet to the community forum stating that this is a repo. So you see this, communications to the repo. It says I did the work to close and import all the working group repos to this new home because of what was decided. What has not been done is the proper communication that says, this is what happened, and I will do that because I owe it to everyone.
Great. I thought there was a good place to ask about this thing. Since, All right. Perfect. Then yes, go ahead.
My organizational one. This presentation, Spanish one, it's already prepared. So the next step should be that we need to open this presentation. So what is the folder where this presentation should lay? So it should go together with the presentation that we have in English. So someone who has the, I don't know, the rights should put this presentation to the right folder, and then we need to change the link on the site where we have MicroProfile presentation, get to the presentation. Then considering that we already have two presentations, we need to put the link to the folder there.
We don't need to link to a direct presentation. We'll just link to a folder, presentation folder, and then inside the folder there'll be by language.
Perfect.
Yeah, something like that. Like in the folder, there will be like two presentations with two different languages. But the question is, who is the person who has access to the right?
Tetiana, any member of the sitting committee has access to do this. Ryan doesn't have access to this.
I'll deal with it because I'm going to be updating the website and putting the presentations there. So
yes,
I'll take care.
Right, sounds great. Okay, let's go to I'm kind of chasing the clock now. 15 more minutes. All right. So Zoom admin, John.
I'm glad to see that my making Rustam paranoid about the clock is paying off.
It worked.
So, yeah, so the Zoom thing, I think I've got a solution. I didn't update the calendar yet because I just need to run some things by some folks. So basically, it's an Eclipse-owned account. A couple of people have the admin password, but what I can do is set up recurring meetings, Kevin or I, right? Or set up recurring meetings for example, marketing, and then give out the host code to people running the meetings, right? So they can log in, use the host code, which makes them an admin, which means then that they can record it and so on. Now, to do this, it is going to require people have a Zoom account so they can log in, right? If you can't log in, you can't enter the host code, right? It's a kind of a chicken and egg problem. So does anyone think it's a problem? Because right now we can, we install Zoom, we can log in as a guest account or just as a guest name, right? Meeting ID, name, there's no Zoom account involved. Does anyone see if there's a problem of folks having to have a Zoom account, which is free, in order to join MicroProfile meetings?
I don't think that's a problem. Yeah,
it's a great idea.
Yeah. Debbie, you're here,
Okay.
correct?
I'm sorry?
Debbie is not here. There are only 4 people added. We talked about this early in January, who will be the admins. And there is Ryan, Tetiana, Debbie, and only Debbie is missing on this call. 3 of us have no problem. And I think
Okay.
it is required to have a Zoom account. Otherwise, as a guest, it just, we lower the bar.
Yep.
So you have the tickets here. For the community and the steering committee, we need to do the same. John, just trigger it with at least 3 of us. And we will ask Tetiana.
I'm going to bring it up on the Hangout call tomorrow. So once we get a kind of agreements, because I like consistency if we can.
Yes.
I don't see a problem, but I need to run it by everyone, and then I can start setting up recurring meetings for each of the component specs and all of that. So
this sounds wonderful, John.
In the marketing call. Okay.
My update on this is that I did a review last year on all the APIs. Can you go down? We have context propagation and W2. And I am at the moment talking with more than this. I haven't updated. They came out this weekend. No.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And everyone is working on, we don't have those calls, or we can bring them back. 4 of these groups are excited that they will be pushed via the media. And also that will include or increase diversity in the working groups. Currently, there is this starvation of attendance, and we need to fix that. Let's not go into details, but it's going well. So while we work on adding Zoom, Git tickets are being created. As you can see, every link here. Don't open it, please. It's just fine. It's being created, and we are working with each of those groups that are active for them to write a Twitter description of why someone should join their calls and why it's important to invest some time on this, right? And it's going to be this distribution of not only a date in the calendar, but also media, and also adding them as an admin on the Zoom and all these other things that we need to happen, right? As it happens in the community and as it happens in the marketing side, all the APIs will get the same attention. That's very important. And 4 of them are working on it, and I'm very excited to know that this is the case. Moving to the next questions about this one.
So can I ask John a quick question? So John, when you share the Zoom with other component meetings, so is that still restrict like 2 people are allowed to get Zoom admin access? Is that possible? So that means we have a small group, closed group, be able to get this Zoom admin.
Not Zoom admin. That is, the Clip Foundation has been pretty clear, that they want to constrain that. But the Zoom host code, I think, can be more broadly shared, but I still wouldn't want it to be everybody, right? It's got to be a primary and an alternate. I think per spec is ideal, and per meeting, I should say.
Well, considering that we're going to have we already distributing these calls, who's going to lead the call. So basically, the person who is signed as the leading person for the call, he will get the host code from you when it's needed. For example, next marketing call.
In the marketing call, the way we're rotating leads, it's still not something I think we should share, for the lead of the month, because by the end of the year, you'll have 12 people that have the host code, and the host code is shared across everything.
Yeah.
Right? So if I change it, it changes for every meeting.
Yes, we can't. This is nice, John, because we can't be so flexible on this. It needs to be very, very discreet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the marketing side, we have stewards. And for instance, Neha is a steward and Rustam is a steward, but it doesn't mean they will get access to be admins or even those kind of things. It just means that we have decided, a few of us, at least one of us will show to it to every call on the marketing side, and then make sure that it gets to admit people and do that kind of thing, right? We must be careful with how we spread this out. Emily, does that answer your question?
Yeah, partially. The other thing is like because I also assume this host code cannot be delegated. So basically, yeah, like for example, for one spec like config, we have 2 people get hold of a host, but neither these 2 people are available. So I guess we have to say sorry. You have to use alternative kind of yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Joining things. So basically the host code is not shareable. Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
So
so
as
usually-
long, sorry, sorry, Bruce.
Go ahead.
So as long as we have this message clear, I think that's okay, understandable.
And Emily, I didn't see a config in the calendar, so it's not here. But if the calls are happening, open a Git ticket and provide
Yeah.
the information as a startup. It needs to be in a Git ticket. So add it yourself here as a task number 9, because it's not in the, it's, you know, not there.
Yeah, I just no, at the moment we're not having a call at the moment.
Perfect.
I
Thank you.
don't. Yeah, I don't think the. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the LRA is having call either. I think before, maybe it's a kind of per spec. I need to confirm whether they are still having calls.
Let's tackle on tickets. I'm working with multiple people, but I am asking them to help on all these other APIs.
Yep.
You can help too. Please do that. Let's go to the next ticket because we have only 10 minutes left. Come on.
Yes. One comment on this one, just a thought that appeared in my head, is that maybe we should have some kind of one page where we put all those kind of things, like getting involved or something, where you have those tickers for meetings, for all these things. So because it's very nice to have some all of the things in one place.
We are working right now with 4 different APIs to document this out.
Yeah,
they are
perfect.
excited to document so that everyone can help and know how to help.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So I think we lost one here. So there was this one, MicroProfile article, live system with MicroProfile. Manish, you want to say anything on this one real quick?
Yeah, so hi everybody. So as per our last discussion in the previous meeting, I just wrote up this article and made some changes to one of our live system and just made it available on GitHub. So I did. Sorry, I wasn't aware that there's a Git issue for that. Yeah, so I would just need that ticket so that I can add those details there. I shared over the email something now.
Yeah, sure. Can you just edit this document and add the link if that's okay for you?
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Manish, you can add the link. You can add the links of the documents and also the link of the Google message that you sent 10 minutes before this call.
Okay.
I thought I haven't reviewed the document, but Emily, remember that you volunteered to lead the write-up for MicroProfile 5 years blog, right? Emily created a ticket, and some of us have volunteering to help on the rewrite. Manish has volunteered to do that too. And what Manish need is a ticket that Emily created on here. Emily, can you add it to there as soon as this call is done? So he can go in there and add the supporting documentation to help on the write-up.
Right. So you ask the Git ticket to be added here. Okay. I think I also in that Git ticket I also create the Google Doc for people to collaborate. Okay, I will do that.
Awesome.
So Manish,
right.
You're amazing. 2 weeks and you did it. Incredibly speed. Hello world.
Really good job. Fantastic. I think I'll need to push on because now we're having less than a minute on average per point that is left.
So I will say, let me go into here. Let's just keep John and I. We can do this presentation over a minute.
Sounds good.
And Edwin is not here.
Okay.
Tetiana, you will be one of the stewards for next month. And there is one task that we didn't get to tackle with Ryan, and that is the call to action. That means I am a MicroProfile committer. I am a MicroProfile contributor. I contribute content. I contribute videos and all these things. So the sign call to action, can you click on that one?
This
no,
one?
you're here. You're here.
Yeah.
So Tetiana, when you are on the side, after all the things that you must make sure that happen, this ticket is very important. Click on that one, the sign call, there, and within the ticket.
Within the ticket. All right.
Yeah.
So what is the basically task for me? What should I do? Should I create some cards, or what is my task here?
Action cards, and the ticket gives you all the information, and you can follow up questions. We have done this with Apache Tommy and with Maven, but we don't believe, Tommy Tribe doesn't believe that we should also own this. We believe that someone else should do the work. And I believe that it should be so much fun for a new member to own the work. And all the information is here.
So basically, we need to have some new design cards for the messages that are stated here. I'm a MicroProfiler, I'm a contributor, committer, and so on.
Yeah, like the one you see on now for Maven.
Yes. So please.
I can meet with you and kind of go over it and then make sure you know where you can get all the resources for, because there's on the drive there is all the new like social media cards, because this will be a social media card. So you can take whatever design elements from that and create whatever way you want, but all the colors and the fonts and everything will be there.
Yeah, I will give it to our designer to work on something fresh. Yeah, okay, no problem.
So, or I can throw it in the ticket, just all the links and kind of guide you on that one.
Okay, no problem.
There you go, Tetiana, so you know it. And then there's the other thing. This one we'll talk over video. Let's skip it. No, let's skip it completely.
Yeah,
we don't have 4 minutes.
I did.
I have a question for Tetiana, since Tetiana is talking. Tetiana, are you comfortable to co-lead with me the trademark work? That means we're responsible to bring updates to the community forum. And
what I can say, I got the message from you, but the issue is that I'm not sure that I will have enough time this month or two, especially considering that I'm going to lead these calls and will need to take an eye on these extra tasks. So I can be helpful maybe in reviewing and maybe tuning something, but only when we already have something like pre-ready.
That's perfect.
Then I can help with some editing or something.
That is what I call co-lead. That is what I call co-lead. Other eyes beyond myself and the collaborators. Like we did for the guidelines for the trademarks, that a new contributor joined, did the work, and we were supporting him and checking for staff. You and Tetiana help on that, and that was great. We just need more than one Amelia, and we need more Tatianas, and then we need more Debbie's and more MicroProfilers, not one person to own it. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Sure. As soon as we have something like more or less ready, I will get in and check.
Perfect. Okay, let's go back to the agenda.
Yep.
And I think,
so the next one is the retrospective thing.
Yeah, I think we're at the end, right? Let's see. We're at the end. It's the last one.
Well, there is a few ones set.
No. All of these ones are fine. The last one before you go is the monthly stewards are required to attend the MicroProfile call, the community call, and provide updates of this call and the work done.
I did not know that.
It happened last Tuesday. I sent a message in the marketing community saying, there is not one person and one lead. We have diverse stewards coming every month, and more can be added every month. Tatiana is alone. Someone might want to help Tatiana. She's already concerned that she has a lot of work, right? So these MicroProfilers are in charge, at least one, to show up. Ryan has said that he will always show up, and if no one else is showing up from the marketing, he's happy to provide the update. But it's not his job to do so. He's not a steward. He helps everyone. So the call is, there is here, it gives you the forum ticket and also the Google document. It says, I have a problem with this. I might not be able to join. I know Debbie will not be able to join those calls. So then someone else will join, and that will be Ryan, or that will be me. But when Tetiana is like a steward alone, if she's not able to join, has she told us, hey, someone else covered for me that update. Can we do this? Are we comfortable?
Here I have a quick question. So is it about the call that we have on Tuesday, not on Monday, but on Tuesday, like every 2 weeks?
Yeah, every 2 weeks, you just go to the call and provide a marketing update.
I also saw Neil is on the call as well. Neil is
and Neil, you can check the stewards and add yourself to help lead a month. You can join Tetiana. Tetiana is all on her own in April. She needs help. You can help in any month.
My only concern with that is I already lead the marketing committee for Jakarta E.
No, it's not committee. It's not committee. We don't have committees here. We don't have the ed person. This is just the work, right?
Oh, okay.
The work. Just check the steward's responsibilities. There is a link in the top of this document. Go in there, ask questions via the marketing forum, and then that's it. Let's go. Rustam, you have a retrospective. Give you 1 minute.
I have 0 minutes. Right.
Zero,
Okay.
yeah.
So very quick. What has happened is that one more thing before I get started. Can you update this link, Amelia? I don't think that is correct link because it doesn't go to anything. It just goes to the blog collection. I don't think it links to the guidelines. At least I couldn't find it. So that's.
Oh, it goes to the
Yeah,
blog,
it just opens blog. That's it.
No, but it's call to action. We don't want to give you the links of stuff. We want to tell you where to find it. So I give you the blog and then call to action, become an author. Right?
I see. So that's another thing to add to the retrospective.
Yes. If you provided links, you're lost. But then if you provided a website and you are like, you need to navigate it, then we can fix the stuff as a user.
Right.
UX experience.
So I'm going to make a recommendation since we're at the top of the hour, that we have the retrospective maybe in the next call.
Sure, let's do that. One thing, I think that's fine by me. I'll be there, and I can, since Amelia was helping a lot me this month, I can try to be a little bit more active on the GitHub and issues and everything, and help a little bit Tetiana on that stuff. So kind of passing on the favor that Amelia did for me, so I can do that.
That's amazing. So then send a gift ticket, tell them, Tetiana, hey, I want to help you. Tetiana, will you take that?
For sure, with 2 hands.
I can try. I'll be still Bambi on ice, but I'll do my best.
No problem. The first month for me as well, so no problem with that. We will go through that step by step.
All right. Okay, then we'll keep that for the next time. So short version, I created a document that is very, very strict right now, but I'll add more stuff to it. And I hope that others also can add some more stuff that they wonder or they have questions, and also for Tetiana as well. You're more than welcome to add stuff that you think that you might need to know when next onboarding will happen. So that's a very, very short version of this document. So I think now we'll round around I'll say thanks and see you in what, 2 weeks?
Actually, next Monday, we have the budget call.
True.
That I scheduled.
I'll officially see you in 2 weeks, but we'll see you 1 week before that. Yes.
All right, thanks everyone. I'm gonna stop the recording and upload it this afternoon.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks for a call, everyone. Bye-bye.